Hello, YouTube. Today I'm trying something new. I have a student named Chris who is, I think, on vacation today, but not here at his lesson right now. And normally when that happens, I make a video on my phone and just send it to them. Today I'd like to try just going live on YouTube. So here we are. I'm going to do a custom lesson for Chris, and then maybe some of you are in the sort of same boat as him, abilities-wise on the guitar, and maybe you can benefit from the same thing. So today I am going to help Chris through a little part of the song "Take Me Out" by Franz Ferdinand. And he has learned some parts of the song already, the most memorable probably being this one. Whoops. So I'm not showing that today, it's a different part. We've also done the intro, which is something like... Today we're doing this power chord thing right here, and I'm going to specifically focus on this, not the whole song. And that comes in right after the intro, and it recurs several times through the song, so it's worth spending a little bit of time on it. And I realize it might also be bar chords here. I don't think that's exactly what's happening on the lower chord, so we're going to simplify it right now to just power chords. So let me walk you through where we are in the left hand, and then we'll spend the bulk of the time on what the right hand needs to do to get this rhythm down. So left hand is doing a power chord root 5 on the A string like this, and it's 7th fret, so we get the low E string, and you'll get 5th fret. Sorry, that's fret 7, fret 9, fret 9, like that. And then you mute the high 2 string like that. So if you slowly take your pick through all 6 strings, you get clunk, and then 3 clear notes, and then 2 clunks at the end. Then the second chord is at the 5th fret. So we get clunk, 5th fret, 7th fret, 7th fret, clunk. And everything in left hand is going back and forth between those two. So first try doing this. Take that first chord at the 7th fret and just do it. Get it clear first and then do this. So your left hand is now pressing and then releasing the chord, but not coming off the string. So if you look at this angle, I'm just kind of relaxing my fingers, not pressing, but I'm not coming all the way off the strings. You get all that noise if you take your fingers off. We don't want that. We want that silent moment in between, because we're going to have to do this sometimes just on one chord, sometimes going back and forth. We have to cut it off so it's not going like that. So you cut it off by just relaxing in the left hand, and you can also... I didn't realize I was doing this until I just paid attention. I'm also coming in with the side of the palm of my right hand at the same moment and just touching the strings there, just to make sure everything just gets cut off altogether. Now do the same thing at the 5th fret on the second power chord. So make sure you can do that as a little prerequisite for playing the whole riff. So now here's the whole pattern we're going to do. Like that. So I'm going to break it down right now and simplify it a little bit. I'm going to add a little something that's going to force your strumming hand to do the right thing. We're going to go, first is going to be the chord, a short chord, and then a mute on the strings. So when you've done that short chord, you relax your fingers over there, and then you come in and do another downstroke right across the strings, and it's just a mute. So we're doing down, mute, down, mute, down, mute, like that. How many times do we do that? We do that 3 times at the beginning, 3 chords. So we go chord, mute, chord, mute, chord. That's how it's going to start. Like that. And those mutes in between, we don't really hear those in the real thing. They're drums covering up that spot, so it's not going to matter if you actually do it for real. But that gets you moving your hand the right way if we have something there to do. Then we're going to go after we've done chord, mute, chord, mute, chord, we're going to go mute up on the chord. So we go mute on the way down and then up. That'll be a short one, short chord, so you cut it off after it. So you go mute on the way down, then chord on the way up. So putting that all together now, it's going chord, mute, chord, mute, chord, mute up. Sorry, those chords at the beginning, I should call them downs. So it's down, mute, up. All the mutes are downs in this case. Down, mute, sorry. Down, mute, down, mute, down, mute, up. Do that one more time. I'll go slower so you can try playing along. Down, mute, down, mute, down, mute, up. Then, when we add the last chord, this is the last thing we need to do. We're going to do an upward mute. Sorry, not all the downs, not all the mutes are downstrokes. We're going to do an upward mute and then a down on the lower chord. And that's the only chord that's not short. That one's going to be a long chord, so that one rings until we play the next one. So that last step again is mute on the way up, and then you hit the chord on the way down. Like that. So let me try to put the whole thing together, and given that most of these mutes are downstroke mutes and one of them is an upstroke mute, I'm just going to call them mutes as I say it out loud. So you have to know which way you're going, or just watch my hand and see which way it's going. And then for the strums, I'm going to say down or up for any strum that's a real strum. So we got down, mute, down, mute, down, mute, up, mute, down, down, mute, down, mute, down, mute, up, down, mute, down, down, mute, down, mute, down, mute, up, mute, So the function of the mutes is to keep your arm going at the same rate the whole time. And that's what you should try to latch onto as you're doing this over and over, is that this just keeps going like a ticking clock at whatever speed you're going. It should go at that speed the whole time. If you play the real thing without any mutes in there, I think there should be one or two mutes in there, like. So when I play this, I don't really realize when I'm doing the mutes or when I'm not. I didn't know until I thought about it. Mostly I'm just playing that by feel. I want it to feel a certain way, and I let the mutes get thrown in or not. But this is sacred. This constant motion over here in the right hand can't be messed with. And doing these extra mutes as I'm prescribing through here forces you to make sure that this is going back and forth and it's not stopping. It forces this to be totally solid. So, I have a comment. Hi, SG old man. Gibson got 57 classic pickup. No, these are stock pickups as far as I know. Let me run through that whole thing one more time at a slow speed, kind of dictating all of the motions, and then I'm just going to gradually speed it up so you can use this portion of the video as a longer play along. So we go down, mute, down, mute, down, mute, up, mute, down, down, mute, down, mute, down, mute, up, mute, down, that's about as fast as you would need to go by the end there. So that's all I wanted to show you today. Those two power chords going back and forth and that rhythm. And I suspect you'll have a little bit of work to do making sure the power chords are clean first. So focus on that first. And then start putting that rhythm together bit by bit. And just go back through those portions of the video that are most useful. Let me know if you have any questions. In the meantime, good luck.